That funeral was really fun.
Oh boy.
Really,
I thought you were going to have such a bad time.
I know. Oh, God.
You know, I had to practically drag your
I
sorry
know.
ass over there.
I know. He said, you know, and it all started right at the funeral. And what a surprise. It just never stopped, a never-ending good time. Oh, God. I'm telling you, there's never a dull moment. That Charlie, he was an entertainer right to the end.
Yeah, he sure did set the tone.
And being buried in a clown suit? How did they ever close the casket with those enormous clown shoes? You don't think they let him get buried in that red nose, do you?
Wouldn't surprise me.
How? How did he come up with all those ridiculous ideas? I mean, the valet parking and the calliope at the cemetery.
And don't forget the breakdancing altar boys and the Rockettes showing people to their seat. And then came the party.
Well, that party was something else again. It was incredible.
Yeah, I know. We wanted to rent out the Ritz, but, you know, he couldn't give them the exact date.
I think the backyard was just fine with that circus tent. And that had to cost a pretty penny.
$10,000? And that's not even counting the food.
Oh, the food. I thought we were just going to have cold cuts and potato salad. But the lobster Newburg and the rack of lamb. And what was that dessert with the cream? What was that?
Trifle.
Oh yeah, trifle.
Trifle.
Yeah, I even got some on my tie.
Yeah? And on your sleeve, too?
I just couldn't stop eating. I was full from the cocktail hour. I mean, the fried octopus and the caviar.
Oh, and the coconut shrimp.
Oh, well, I don't get that whole coconut shrimp thing.
You wouldn't even try it.
How do coconut and shrimp go together? I mean, you tell me.
You know, I think that the coconut shrimp was a thematic idea. You know, Charlie coming from Hawaii and everything.
Charlie? Charlie was Hawaiian? Since when?
Since his grandmother. You knew that.
I thought his grandmother was from Guam.
Guam, Hawaii, the Pacific Rim. You know, that's why the lays.
And they were real flowers, too. Must have cost a fortune.
Well, Charlie wasn't cheap. I mean, look at the band that he hired. There was 10 pieces and a singer.
And they were terrific. Man, I always say the music makes the party. And you were dancing up a storm.
Well, you were dancing too.
Not on the table.
Oh, yeah? Who was leading the conga line?
Oh, well, I was headed to the bar, and Denise grabbed me.
She grabbed you all right. You know, I think she's lining up her next husband.
I don't give her a break. Man, she's been under a lot of stress lately. She deserves to blow off a little steam.
I should have such a tough time when it's your turn. You know, Charlie never lost his sense of humor, no matter how sick he was. I used to go there and he would cheer me up. And did you know, he literally died laughing.
Not literally.
Yes, literally. His cousin Peggy told me. You know, he was in bed, he was telling one of his jokes, and before he gets to the punchline, he starts laughing. The next thing, he's gone with a shit-eating grin on his face.
Well, he would have enjoyed himself today, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
There must have been 100 whoopee cushions around the house.
Charlie's version of a 21-gun salute.
And all in all, quite a party. I mean, just perfect. And believe me, and a revelation to me. Really turned my thinking around. If I have to go, no more somber funerals for me. If I have to go to one more funeral where they play Amazing Grace and the bagpipes, I think I'll just go, God Damn it. I mean, the funeral's supposed to be lots of laughs and good feeling. That's what I want.
Yeah? Well, that ain't gonna happen.
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, well, there won't be a party, that's all.
Why not?
Come on, Stuart. What a question. It's just not you.
Not me.
Oh, how do we get into this? You know, it's late. I'm tired. I'm going to
Oh,
bed.
wait a minute. What are you saying here? You saying I'm not capable of having a happy funeral?
Don't take it personally. You know, Charlie's one kind of person and you're another. I mean, people think of you in a certain way.
And what way is that?
Sober, industrious, predictable.
Predictable? I'm predictable? That's
Ridiculous.
ridiculous. Okay, granted. I've got a responsible job at the bank, but I have my zany side too.
Zany? Did you say zany?
Yeah, zany. Whimsical. Listen, I can cut loose with the best of them.
You've been cutting loose for the past 5 hours. And look at you. You're still wearing your tie. Even with the trifle on it. Now, what does that say?
You know, I like this tie. Well, you don't like this tie? Here, I'll take it off. Is this better?
You're missing
It's
the
better.
point, Stuart. You are the tie. The tie is you. Even when you're not wearing the tie, you're still wearing the tie.
I guess I'm just missing the point.
You could have had the exact same funeral as Charlie. But no one would have, they wouldn't get it because you're not,
I'm not what? Be honest with me. I'm not what? Just say it.
funny.
What?
You're not funny.
I am so funny.
No, dear. You're not. You're not funny.
That's not true. I'm very funny. Just as funny as Charlie. I'm just more subtle, more droll. And what about my Indian accent? You always laugh at that. Do you like some donut with your Slurpee, Haji? Oh, don't try to hide it. You know that's funny.
What can I say?
This is just so typical. I have myself a nice day, and you go and ruin it with some mean remark.
All right. I take it all back. You're hilarious. A regular laugh riot. Oh, you're going to have a marvelous funeral. I can't wait.
I am so funny. I've been funny my whole life. Even when I was a kid, my parents thought I was funny. So you can't say I'm not funny. I mean, take it back.
Stuart, I don't know if you've been repressing your humor all this time or you lost it, but we've been married 37 years and you've never been funny.
Oh, really? Well, look at this. I stole it from the party.
Not funny.
It is.
It's not you. You can't help it. Just get used to it.
Well, I suppose you think you're funny. I suppose you think people are going to have great fun at your funeral.
I think people are going to walk away with a smile on their face. I mean, I know how to enjoy life. But you, Stuart, there's no joy in your soul. People are going to walk away depressed from your funeral.
Oh. So, no one thinks I'm funny. No one.
I'm not saying you're rampantly, overbearingly unfunny. I mean, people don't recoil at your approach. Well, I think most people have a genuine fondness for you. But let's face it, you don't exactly light up a room when you come in.
You mean the way Charlie did?
Charlie had a gift. His smile was like a ray of sunshine. But yours, Stuart, is a pale, mirthless clench. It connotes pain.
So what you're saying is you would have preferred Charlie to me.
I didn't say that, honey.
But you would have. I mean, the man's dead now. You can tell me. Be honest.
You know, I don't think this is a profitable area for speculation.
Aha! So you would.
Well, who wouldn't, for God's sake? I mean, Charlie's 6 feet under has more life in him than you do.
Oh, that's just fine. Now it's a choice between me and a corpse.
You're making it very hard for me to be diplomatic.
You know, if you thought that Charlie was such a ball of fire, why didn't you hook up with him while he was alive? No, you did, didn't you?
All I did was suggest that you're not the most electric person. And then what do? You accuse me of having an affair. You know, if we can't be honest with each other,
Okay.
it's ridiculous.
Okay, I'll be honest. I think you besmirched our marriage vows for the sake of a vulgar, attention-getting, semi-Polynesian buffoon who had himself buried in a clown suit.
Don't lash out at me because you can't handle your own unfunniness.
I am funny, I am. And I'll tell you something else. Denise thinks I'm funny.
Oh, she does, does
Yeah.
she?
She thinks my Indian accent's hilarious.
Oh, please.
Hilarious. Gets a big kick out of it. And who does she think isn't funny? You.
Of course I'm funny.
Oh, no, you're not. No, you're not.
Hey, Stuart, look!
No, it's only because I'm an easy audience.
Not as easy as Denise. And when did she have a chance to see your non-politically correct routine at the 7-Eleven?
Uh-huh. Well, wouldn't you like to know?
Now that's funny. You and Denise. She never had an original thought in her head ever.
Oh, I see how this works. Everybody in the world's boring except for you and Charlie. Well, Denise might have had some kind of sense of humor to go through with that ridiculous. Yes, ridiculous. And throwing away all that good money just to indulge his pathetic, egomaniacal fantasies.
Denise had nothing to do with it. Well, if it had been up to her.
Oh, wait a minute. You planned the funeral, didn't you?
Don't be
Now.
silly.
You knew about the collapsible shoes. You knew about the cost of the tent.
His cousin Peggy told me.
It was Cousin Peggy. Cousin Peggy had her nose in the pitcher of margaritas since the moment we got there. Now, it all makes sense
Everything
now.
was Charlie's idea.
You said yourself you couldn't have arranged
No,
everything
it wasn't.
ahead of time.
No,
I mean, somebody had to order the balloons, somebody had to order the rockets, and that damn coconut shrimp. Let's face it, Joanna, your fingerprints are all over this sort of charade.
no, it wasn't.
Yes, yes. Perhaps you're even trading quips and laughing at Denise and me the day he told me his final joke and died.
That's a lie.
Oh. I'm smiling to connote pain. And I don't know which is worse. Letting me think I was funny all these years or planning a funeral behind my back from some strange man. You know, I have no illusions now. And to think that you were faking all of those...
No, not all. Not all, Stuart.
You know, I don't want a happy funeral. I want a funeral just like me. Predictable. And I don't want anyone to leave with a fond memory of me either. And is my wife, you think you can see to that?
Of course, if that's what you want.
Yeah? That's what I want.
Stuart. Oh, Stuart, can you ever forgive me?
Forgive you? Frankly, Joanna, I should be thanking you. I mean, for the first time, I'm finally seeing myself for what I really am. An unfunny man. Unfunny. I guess it's a little too late for this.
Now that's funny!
Oh.